Sup, Chucklefucks? It's your boy, Dark Raku here, or mostly Minecraft Dark Raku here, but that's not the point. So, I thought of this what if yesterday, mostly during the time I was rewatching Eisen, or mostly the Eisen what if. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's probably because I literally, well, yesterday it was Friday and we went to mostly a restaurant, blah blah blah. Not the point. We went to Best Buy because my sibling wants a Nintendo Switch and they're basically talking about they wanted Minecraft and I was like, Minecraft the whole damn time. And I do have Minecraft my own Nintendo Switch. I'm not sharing with my sibling. Fuck that shit. But of course, I saw this and I just said, you know what? I haven't really done something stupid in my second channel, like a dumb gag whatever or gig whatever you like to call them. You know when characters are kind of just dumb, overpowered for some reason, but at the same time just stupid at the same time. But not the point. It's kind of like Looney Tunes. Not the point. But yeah, I have done something similar to that in my what if my what's it called, first channel. Like I do mention, I do have a first channel, but yeah, I don't think anyone really cares that much. But my first channel, I did like multiple weird not weird what ifs, mostly like just dumb what ifs in general. Like I somehow made the story get interesting after a while. I don't even know how. Like if I can mention one of my what ifs off the top of my head. What if Naruto just had creative mode? Or what if Naruto basically had a very powerful special ability? And that powerful special ability was literally him just trolling the shit out of everyone. He had the power of trolling. That's what exactly that was. But I kind of explain it more into details, but yeah. But not the point. Let me begin into this what if. And let me shut the fuck up. Now, this is called What If Issei Had a Minecraft Sacred Gear. Time to start building the nether portal. ... I'm just kidding. But let me begin now. Now, let me put some Minecraft theme song in the background. Just kidding. But I'm just joking, okay. I don't know, I'm just in a very laughing mood right now. But not the point. Let me begin into what if. Let me shut the fuck up. And yeah. Now, we go into Issei. Issei had always had a very tough time ever since he was little towards when he was older. But when he was around kind of like somewhat mostly 7 years old, after mostly Irina leaving, or Iron if he likes to call it. But yeah, of course he didn't really care if Iron, well, he was very sad when Iron left. Of course, he only had just 2 other perverted friends, being Morohama and Matsui. Of course, he did became pervert during the time, but at the same time, he wasn't a fully fledged pervert when he was a kind of 7-year-old. When he got introduced to like Opie thanks to an old man that was in the park, because mostly his parents decided to buy him a game on mostly a computer. Well, on his PC. Well, it's like old PC that could barely run that much, but mostly they got this one game for kind of free somewhat. They kind of had to buy it, but whatever. And it was called Minecraft. Now, of course, this is where Issei was playing that game 24/7 when he was a fucking child. And even into his teenager years, like in middle school and even into high school. But that's not the point. He was just playing the shit of Minecraft and literally becoming a pro player. Becoming literally, his name was none other than Technoblade. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. But like I should also mention, rest in peace Technoblade. I love his videos, but yeah. Now, did I get inspired to do this what if because of Technoblade? No, not really. I haven't really watched a Technoblade video in like about a week. So yeah. But that's not the point. Now, rest in peace, his soul, and yeah, bless his heart. Because Technoblade never dies. Not the point. I'm rounding now. Okay, yeah, I'm just going off. But that's not the point. Mostly his name in, what's it called, Minecraft was none other than Unknown 123. Okay, fuck it. Maybe, nah. You know what, fuck it. I would just add my fucking username into it. So, his name was none other than Dark Raku 2121. So yeah. So that's what he puts as his username, but that's not the point. The skin that he had was just this Minecraft kind of Herobrine skin that was like an assassin, but yeah. He thought it was cool when he was younger and decided to keep it ever since he was kind of getting older, but that's not the point. Of course, he just put the name Dark Raku was just because fuck it, that came into his like first thing and when he was a child, but whatever. But of course, that's not the point. This is where, well, Issei was basically just playing that ever since he was 7, now all the way to he's 17. Somewhat 17. Mostly, we go into mostly the 17-year-old version of Issei. Issei was kind of getting his ass beat right now thanks to the fact that his 2 friends dipped on him. Or mostly tripped him and dipped on him and left him behind to get beaten up by the Kendo girls. Which actually made Issei kind of had a concussion. Which I heard it like hell. And of course he managed to get to the nurse's office and blah blah blah. The nurse's office kind of scolded him and being a pervert and other things. But yeah. And of course Issei really didn't care. He sat on his mostly on the bed right now scrolling through mostly YouTube. And of course this is where, well, he was scrolling to YouTube kind of going to hear music. Or just do something because first of all, fuck his friends for literally just dipping on him. And of course, fuck's sakes, life is so hard. Of course, he would never be able to get laid or any of that. This is where, well, Issei is right now thinking, but this is where he then just scrolls through YouTube, mostly on his like mostly For You page. This is where, well, he's looking around until he sees these Minecraft videos. This is where, well, he sees one Minecraft video that he seems to actually like, and like the YouTuber a lot, when he was in middle school. That YouTuber was none other than Technoblade. Rest his peace. I mean, not rest his peace. Rest his soul, but not the point. He was right now watching Technoblade kind of saying, "Kill the orphans! Yeah!" This is the Orphan Slayer sword right now, just stabbing some Minecraft kids, and starts just kind of just killing them and saying, "Yeah! Die, you orphans!" You know, this is where he makes the jokes and saying, "You know why orphans can't play baseball? It's because they don't have a home." So yeah. So Technoblade is just going wild on the video, and this is where, well, mostly I'm not gonna play the video, or because I can't really remember all the videos he can do and blah blah blah, and I don't actually want to copyright that or any of that. So just think of any Technoblade video you think Issei would be watching right the fuck now. Just any of them. Except for mostly any video you would think that he would be in, like on the Dream SMP or whatever the hell they're called. I don't give a damn that much about the SMP. I just care about Technoblade. Anyone else that was surrounded with Technoblade, I just didn't really care. But that's not the point. Now, of course, this is where, well, Issei is just watching this, and of course he's giggling and laughing. Just a little bit. Now, of course, this is where, if he would have mentioned, well, mostly Minecraft videos towards his friends might have looked at him weird, saying that Minecraft is for children, and Issei shouldn't be playing that. So, of course, Issei does have this as a secret. He just loves playing Minecraft. He doesn't tell anyone, blah, 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 or whatever. He pretty much uses his pervertedness as a false kind of disguise because mostly he loves Minecraft and he doesn't want to kind of show that he loves Minecraft like a lot. So yeah, rather be a pervert than kind of show that he's a really kind of childish kind of kid. So of course, well, he's just laughing at the videos, kind of laying down and just laughing at mostly Technoblade, just kind of slaughtering the orphans and saying, "Die, you orphans! Die! Because Technoblade would never die!" This is where, well, Issei's just laughing. This is where, well, he's looking at mostly other videos of Technoblade, and this is where he noticed Technoblade on a stream. Was streaming. This is where Technoblade is saying, "Welcome, you orphans. Yes, welcome. Welcome to my chat, my live stream. Donate some money to me." And yes, just donate some money, please. This is where, well, Technoblade said. He's right now playing, like, mostly, Potato Farm, and this is where, well, Technoblade is saying, "Yes, potatoes. I will become the Potato King, and no one will ever be able to stop me. I will defeat this person right here on Potato Farm server." This is where he looks at mostly the name of the server, or mostly the name of the person who is right now the top. And Issei won his eyes because he completely forgot that he was on the server like a long time ago. And he completely forgot that he was on the top with 50 million potato farms. And this is where, well, like 50 million, 50.1, or not 50 point, yeah, 50.9 million potatoes farms, and this is where, well, Issei noticed that mostly Technoblade started to defeat him. This is where Issei kind of just chuckles, and the evilish smile actually appears, creeping onto his face. This is where Issei says, "Oh, Technoblade, I will not let you defeat me. No. If it's the last thing I do, I will stay up all night. I will even ditch school. I won't let you defeat me. Because I am the true Potato King. You will not defeat me." This is where, well, Mostly he sent that into mostly the chatting. And of course, where well, he kind of did like donate some money towards Technoblade. And of course, Technoblade read it, and this is where Technoblade says, "Huh? You dare challenge me? You think I won't be able to beat your world record? I will become the Potato King. You will not stop me, Dark Ragu." This is where, well, mostly Issei chuckles and says, "Oh, let's see about that." Issei has such an evilish, creepy grin as she appears on his face. It's kind of less perverted, but mostly like an evilish kind of mostly grin. He just says, "Oh, oh, Technoblade, you are not defeating me. I will be the Potato King. I will not lose to the pig who claims that he will never die because there's no way to die in this game." But that's not the point. This is where, well, Issei sent a couple more money, and this is where Technoblade says, "Let's see about that then." This is where Technoblade just starts kind of streaming, and of course, this is where he's kind of building his potato farms, and this is where, he says, I guess I should start also building my potato farms. I can't let Technoblade win, because if I do that, then I will lose something. My pride in Minecraft. This is where, well, Issei kind of cries a little bit, but this is where he gets up in an instant. Of course, his concussion still hurts him a lot, but this is where, well, he doesn't care. He gets up from mostly the bed, and this is where, well, he noticed that the windows in the nurse office is kind of like closed a little bit. And this is where, well, Issei looks down and he sees Sanji just patrolling outside, and then seeing Sanji kind of go inside. Issei right now kind of gets his headphones out, mostly earbuds, and put them into his ear. And right now the song that he's hearing right now is called... So the song he's hearing is called "In the End" by Black Villain Bridge. So if you have heard of the song, then good for you. Other than that, bye. So let's go back into the what if. So yeah, I don't know why I said bye, but let's just go back to the what if. But we go into mostly Issei and mostly him kind of putting on that song. He goes up to a window, sees that it doesn't budge, but this is where he punches the window just so he can actually loose up the, what's it called, mostly those screws on the window. Which he managed to kind of do it. He isn't that strong, but still, when it comes to him losing his position in the potato farm, he would not care too damn much if he breaks a finger or arm or whatever. This is where, well, he cracks the window open now, and this is where, well, he managed to open it fully for him to kind of get outside, which he does kind of like jump outside, but yeah. Well, he doesn't jump outside. He gets out of the kind of like mostly classroom of the nurse office, close back the window. Of course, he knows that he's in a very, very, very iffy kind of situation. If he like jumps off, he will kind of breaks off ankles because he's on the second floor. But this is where, well, he starts kind of crawling in the side of mostly the building like an assassin. This is where, well, he thinks in his head, man, this does kind of feel like Assassin's Creed. Then again, that game was pretty good. Not the point. I'm going to definitely become a potato. God, I will not let Technoblade, even though my favorite YouTuber, beat me in this game. This is where, well, Issei is right now crawling, trying to get down as safely as he can, until he kind of slipped and fell down. This is where, well, he managed to smash himself down to the ground and felt like he got hurt. But it wasn't that bad. He then felt like his legs didn't break fully, but this is where he walks off, and now gets towards mostly the, what's it called? The fence, the mostly brick wall and other things that mostly separates the students from the outside world. But yeah, if you think about it like that, this is where, well, his hand was glowing a greenish color. Mostly his left hand was glowing a greenish and bluish color, but he didn't notice this, and one of his eyes were actually glowing a whitish color at the same time. And this is where, well, Issei says, how the hell would I get out of here? Still, my legs doesn't hurt from falling down. Maybe I'm just that durable. Who cares? This is where Issei is still determined to get towards his house, get towards his PC, and of course start playing Minecraft, log in, and not lose against Technoblade. This is where, well, he goes towards mostly the fence, and of course wonders what to do, because he's not strong enough to punch a hole through it and get outside. He's not fast enough to kind of like jump it, or mostly he's not even that tall to jump it. So of course, this is where he's wondering how to get out of here. This is where he noticed a tree and thinks of it as being the best idea. He thinks he can use the tree to kind of jump over the fence, but yeah. Little till he knows that he's not very athletic, so that happens. This is where, well, he says, oh, I want to get out of here so bad. But how would I get out of here? If this was Minecraft, I would have just used a water bucket to splash down on the ground and then use a trident to fly up in the air. But no, I don't have that. This is where when Issei was thinking about this, a trident literally appeared next to him, mostly in his left hand, and then a bucket of water appears, in his right hand. This is where Issei looks down and says, how the fuck? This is where, well, Issei didn't question it too much, because he still needs to get to his house and log in and blah, blah, blah. This is where, well, he didn't care. He didn't care what logic it is. He threw down a bucket of water and down to the ground, uses the fucking spear, or mostly the trident, to launch himself up by just kind of pushing it up. And he does launch up. This is where he's right now dashing through the sky and almost landing upon the wall. He smashed himself upon the wall, and this is where he falls down to the ground. This is where he's dizzy as hell and falls down, mostly down to the ground, fully passing out. But yeah, this is where, well, Issei woke up about a couple of hours later, 5 hours later, and this is where Issei said, my head hurts. That's a killer freaking coma I had there. What the hell? This is where Issei noticed that he's in an alleyway, and this is where Issei says, what the hell? He still noticed a trident next to him. Now, of course, it's enchanted, so of course he can use Riptide or whatever. It's still, yeah. However, what was that again? Loyalty? No, loyalty was the one to just, you throw it and it comes back when it's kind of raining. What was it? Riptide? I think it was Riptide, where you be able to launch yourself up. But that's not the point. Mostly, he still has that kind of trident next to him. It's bluish and other things. And this is where, well, he says, what exactly is happening? Why do I have a trident on my hand? Why is my hand a bluish and greenish color? Like a gauntlet. What is happening? This is where something pops up right in front of him. This is where it says, welcome, player, or mostly, So it says, welcome, Minecraft player, Dark Ragu 2121. Welcome to Minecraft. This is where he says, what the hell, a hologram? Man, I must be tripping as hell. This is where, well, he then slaps a hologram away, thinking that he's just tripping with his mostly left hand. And this is where, well, the screen decides to pop up again into mostly play, system, or mostly settings, and also market. This is where he says, what the hell? Can I play Minecraft with my mind? Am I? I have no clue what's happening. He then gets his phone screen and tries to take a picture of the screen that popped right in front of him. And when he takes a picture, there's nothing in the picture. This is where he says, is it just my mind just playing tricks? Did I smash myself into the... Wait, how did I even do that? What was I supposed to... Oh yeah! Minecraft! No! I can't let Technoblade beat me in Minecraft. The potato war. I will not lose to him. This is where he ignores his screen and just runs off to his house. This is where, well, he feels also hungry, and of course, where, well, he then kind of accidentally puts play in front of him by just swiping down on play. And this is where, well, it just puts a screen, well, mostly everything in front of him right now changes. Mostly, it's like if he's in a first player kind of view of Minecraft. There's a hunger bars right in front of him. There's the heart bars right in front of him. Also, right now being at basically a half, or not even a half. It's at a quarter of mostly health that he has. Yeah, he got hurt a lot, but that's not the point. This is where, well, he sees all that. This is where he sees mostly other things that's on top of him, letters of saying it's windy, it's now you're hungry, and other things. And this is where, well, he says, what exactly is happening? This is where, well, mostly the gauntlet that he had in his hand did disappear after a while. This is where, well, he says, wondering, what the hell? It feels like I'm in Minecraft, but not in Minecraft. What exactly is happening? This is where he's looking at everything. He then looks at other people. Now, of course, he doesn't see them with the same, bar of mostly anything. Well, it does have other people showing up health bars, hunger bars, or whatever, friendly bars. But yeah, because this is not just Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft kind of sacred gear. This is like a Minecraft with mods in it, mods, and not just vanilla Minecraft sacred gear. But yeah, So of course Issei is looking around, and for some reason it feels like that one Minecraft game that he played with mods in VR. And this is where, well, he says, this feels like VR, but I'm not using a VR headset, am I? This is where he grabs his head, just thinking that he's probably using it and he forgot, he probably fell asleep or unconsciously. And this is where he doesn't have a VR. This is where he's confused. This is where he touches the screen that was actually popping in front of him, mostly the inventory. And this is where, well, he noticed his inventory being filled with mostly nothing. But he noticed that he's not entirely in survival, but in actual creative mode. This is where he says, wait, how the fuck did I get in creative mode? Wait a minute. This is where Issei had the best, but at the same time worst idea in his life he could ever fucking make. This is where, well, Issei kind of noticed the screen is still kind of like showing. First of all, he's in creative mode, so of course he goes to like the search bar. He touches it with his hand, and of course this is where like keyboard appear right in front of him, like a bluish keyboard with kind of white like letters and numbers. And this is where Issei starts kind of typing onto it. This is where, well, Issei says TNT. This is where TNT appears, and it has all the different types of TNT you can think of from Minecraft. And I mean all of them, from different mods. And this is where he says, hold up. Does that say nuke? This is where Issei right now kind of just grabs the, like, he tries to grab the screen. And when he touches the kind of like little bar box of like a nuke that was kind of yellow and black. And when he pulls it out, this is where it pulls out TNT. Literally nuclear TNT. And this is where he says, oh, shit. Issei is confused, but this is where he then has the most evilish, dangerous aura that ever appears, or not even aura, mostly a smile ever appears on his face. Well, if anything ever happens to me, I might just have to use this nuclear TNT. This is where Issei puts it back into his inventory, mostly puts it in the far right corner, and this is where, well, Issei didn't care. This is where Issei then goes back into creative mode, well, still being in creative mode somewhat, and this is where he then searches up other things like golden enchanted apple. And this is where, well, or not golden apple, he just puts apple, and this is where it shows a bunch of different types of apple. Emerald apple. This is where he takes the emerald apple, 64 stack. This is where, well, he decides to take a big giant gulp of this green apple to see how it tastes like. It tastes kind of bitter but sweet at the same time, and this is where Issei feels like he got regeneration, like strength on him. And this is where, well, Issei feels like he can take on the world. He feels when he ate the emerald green apple, he feels like he can take on the world. He can take a bunch of hits and still be fine. He can be able to knock out people with one punch. That's how he feels like. This is where Issei said, holy crap. This is where he looks around and sees not many people in the street, so of course no one really does see him just pull out a fucking nuclear TNT out of nowhere and fucking emerald apple. And this is where Issei says, how am I doing this? Wait, does that mean if I'm in creative mode, does that mean I can fly? This is where Issei is wondering how to fly in the first place. This is real life, but yet he has Minecraft setting game in somewhat creative mode. And this is where he doesn't just have vanilla Minecraft inventory of like creative mode. He has literally mods that he has played with. And my man just looks at this with such a widened shock of reality. He has creative mode, probably also survival mode, and probably other things, but this is where, well, he then sees his inventory just have, like, mostly if he can just type the search, mostly if he just uses the search engine to kind of just look for whatever he needs, he can find it. This is where, well, Issei is thinking that he's literally dreaming. But if he's not, this is literally a game changer for his life. Because he can just go get some diamonds out of creative mode and literally help his parents with the whole money situation. This is where, well, Issei thought of doing this, but this is where he then thinks it might have been iffy if he does it and managed to get like a bunch of money. And this is where his parents were wondering where he got that money. They were expecting to think that he robbed it or just did something very sketchy for it. This is where Issei then thinks about it. He's actually using his brain. He uses his brain only for one occasion, and that is literally to just play Minecraft and kind of see all the kind of like above effects and other things for mostly a Pacific game called Potato Wars, or mostly Potato Farm, just so he won't lose his top position. And he also uses his brain against mostly when he's in different servers, but yeah. That's the only time he ever uses his brain. Anytime it's real life, he just doesn't give a damn. If it's school, he doesn't care. But yeah. This is where, well, Issei is right now just thinking, if I get 4 diamonds a day for my creative mode status and sell them off, how much would they sell for? Wait, can I get money instead? This is where Issei's then thinking about a lot of things. But then he remembers mostly the potato farm. This is where he then says, nope, I should care about this later. Gotta get home. This is where, well, mostly he gets into his inventory right now, searches up something, and this is where he searches up ember pearls, or mostly ember? No, not ember. Ender pearls. I don't know why I couldn't say ender. So ender pearls, ender pearls. So of course he grabs like 16 stacked, and this is where he then just puts one in his hand and just chucks it. This is where, well, he's wondering where he's gonna land. When the ender pearl hits the ground, he literally face plants into it, and this is where he says, ow, that hurts. He then eats another greenish apple, and this is where, well, he then says, you know what, greenish apples might be good for strength and resistance. Maybe I should be getting health potions and other shit. So of course he gets it from mostly his creative mode inventory, and this is where, well, he starts kind of like drinking it, and of course just starts throwing his fucking ender pearls so he can just be teleporting. But yeah. Now, I should mention that he will still be able to take damage even though he's in creative mode, but yeah. It's like somewhat creative mode in survival somewhat, but yeah. But that's not the point. Or, well, he won't be able to take damage, but since he's somewhat in creative mode, but yeah. I don't know how to kind of. Maybe I will decide when I'll do next part, but that's not the point. Now, of course, we go into Issei kind of getting towards his house. Now, of course, he finally gets towards his house, even though he smashes into a couple things, and this is where he was hurt. But that is not the point. This is where, well, Issei then kind of pulls out some steak out of nowhere, mostly from his inventory, and just eats it. This is where he's like, delicious. Not the point. This is where, well, Issei gets inside, and this is where, well, he then looks at his parents, and his parents are still kind of like, one of his parents, mostly his father, is right now doing calculation for taxes, and his mother's over here cooking, and this is where his mother noticed Issei, and this is where she says, oh, Issei, you finally came back from your perverted friend's kind of house? It's been a while. I thought you were going to stay there a little bit longer. Issei switches up and says, no, I decided to leave. I didn't feel too good. I'm going to go up to my room. Sorry about that, Mom, but I don't feel good. This is where, well, Mika says, yeah. Just get downstairs when you're feeling hungry. This is where Issei says, yeah, Mom, don't worry. This is where Issei walks upstairs, gets into his room, shuts it, and of course, this is where, well, gets on his PC, goes onto Minecraft, and this is where he loads it up, has his name, this is where he logs in, this is where, well, he gets into the server Potato Farms, and realized that literally Technoblade got 60 million right now above him. This is where, well, Issei winds his eyes and says, oh, no, you don't. I will not lose. I will not lose. Mark my words, Technoblade. I will not lose against you. This is where Issei said that a little bit too loud. And, of course, thinking that his parents didn't hear him. But his parents did hear him in confusement. This is where, well, mostly his father just ignores his son's antics for a while. But, yeah, Mika's confused, but just didn't care. This is where, well, we go into Issei kind of playing Minecraft the whole night, even into school days. Now, of course, his mother did try to get him towards mostly school, which, yes, Issei went to school, not entirely. He went to mostly a, what's it called, cafe, like a PC cafe, just to start kind of logging in and playing Minecraft. He did not care. He didn't care if he was ditching school. Why the hell should he care when he's literally over here right now grinding potatoes? He's right now at 77 million potatoes, and Technoblade is at 77 million, well, mostly 77.1 million potatoes. This is where, well, both of them are kind of at neck and neck. This is where, well, mostly Technoblade kind of mostly puts onto like the chat saying, you will not win, you are just a loser, I will win. And this is where, well, Issei says, no, you don't, get out of here, you pig with a crown, I will win. This is where, well, both of them are just kind of neck and neck and just kind of farming potatoes. Now, of course, since Technoblade doesn't have, well, since he plays Minecraft for a living, he is basically just having all the time he needs, while Issei is over here struggling because he doesn't really have all the time he needs, but of course he doesn't care. Doesn't work well. He's grinding. When he gets out of the PC cafe, he gets back home. He starts grinding back in his computer. He does eat, but doesn't where he gets back on his computer and starts grinding. He does this for at least 5 fucking days straight. He didn't care about school entirely. He didn't give 2 damns and a fucking sandwich. So of course he was literally visiting the PC cafe, going back home, every single day until Friday. But yeah, this is where he gets back onto the PC cafe and sees someone in his spot, which he mostly had it reserved for mostly 5 days, but sees someone on his spot, a guy with kind of like darkish black hair. Well, mostly onyx black hair, but with golden bangs, and of course having magenta eyes, and right now playing Minecraft. Or not even he's playing Minecraft on his freaking PC. The same PC that he's been reserved for like 5 days. But yeah, this is where he questioned the mostly person that was there. And of course the person says, huh? Oh, this is where he then like looks up at the list and noticed that mostly Issei had it for like reserved for 5 days. But yeah, this is where he says, oh, sorry, yeah, I'll talk to the person. This is where the mostly cashier, or not the cashier, the person that's right now has the list of mostly the reserved kind of like spots and other things. He asks the older man if he can move to another PC spot. This is where mostly the person says, but I already paid for this. No, I'm not moving. This is where Issei says, fuck off, older man. Let me fucking play my games in my spot. Go away. This is where, Issei kind of complains towards the older man. The older man kind of glances at Issei, and of course the other man says, well, too bad, kid. I came here first. Finders keepers. Issei says, huh? And who the hell decided that stupid logic? This is where, mostly the person says, me. I decided it. Now go away, kid. This is where, grown-ups are here to talk about stuff. This is where, Issei says, how old are you anyway? 30? 40? 50? Maybe fucking 100. I don't care. This is where, the older man right now felt like he got jabs in his heart. And this is where he says, ow, that hurts. The only people that ever insult me in my life are my daughters. And you just come out of nowhere just to insult me even more? What the hell, kid? What is wrong with you? Do you not know this older man still just wants to have some youth in his body? Let him just play on the PC. This is where the older man kind of fakely cries. This is where mostly the person that was kind of asking this older man to move kind of just sweat drops at mostly the older man's antics. Now, of course, this is where, he says, I don't care. Fucking move. I have things to do. This is where, mostly the older man says, oh, and what is that? What kind of things do you have to do? What, watch freaking Corn on the freaking PC? Issei looks embarrassed for a little bit and just looks at this older man and glares at him and says, the fuck you mean? No, I'm here to literally play video games. Now move out of my way. Issei grabs a chair that mostly the man was sitting and kind of just, since it does have rolly, like mostly it can roll and other things, he kind of just grabs this man, kind of like pulling him away from the PC, throws him away, kind of gets one of the chairs, from another spot, sits there in his spot, logs this person out of the mostly PC. It said his username being, his username was Azil. This is where, he says, that's the weirdest name, feels like a fucking American name, but who gives a damn? He logs out and starts logging into his own freaking, mostly account and gets into Minecraft. This is where, the older man is glaring at Issei. And yes, this is none other than Azul, but this is where, Azul decides to play. Mostly, he decides to pick the same spot, but just right next to Issei. Just to spite him. This is where, just because Azul is kind of petty like that. This is where, Issei's right now playing Potato Farms. And this is where, Issei is right now kind of firing back roasts at, Technoblade when they're playing Potato Farms. And this is where, Issei is at 90 million while Technoblade is 88 million. And of course, this is where they're almost close to 100 million, but yeah. This is where, Issei says, I can't lose. I can't lose. Get away from my spot, Technoblade. No, this is my spot. No orphan like you should ever take my spot, because it's mine. This is where, Technoblade orphan, you say? Bitch, I have parents. it's not like my parents didn't just left me when I was a fucking 5-year-old. Doesn't work well. He says, screw you. Doesn't work well. Issei starts kind of trying to like grind up his potatoes, trying to get it up, and doesn't work well. Mostly the older man is kind of noticing this and seeing that the kid is actually playing Minecraft, which is actually quite interesting because he hasn't seen that many teenagers play Minecraft around Issei's age. But yeah, doesn't work well. Issei says, "Get away from my potatoes." This is where Issei kind of just starts kind of PvPing Technoblade. Now, of course, Technoblade is kind of playing what's it called, the live stream. Yes, he's live streaming right now. And this is where, well, Issei kind of has, well, a sword, a diamond sword, and diamond armor in the game. And this is where, well, same with Technoblade. And of course, they have diamond weapons, different types. Mostly he has an axe with a shield. And of course, Issei has a shield, well, mostly a diamond sword with a bow and arrow. But yeah. This is where Issei says, get away from my potatoes, I won't die. This is where, well, Issei is using the bow to shoot at Technoblade. Technoblade managed to block it with his, like, well, mostly shield. While Issei decides to mine some of the blocks underneath them, because it is kind of in Sky War kind of battle. And this is where, well, Technoblade says, no, because mostly blocks appear right in front of him when he tries to jump for it and trying to attack Issei, to try to knock him off, but this is where he falls down. This is where Issei says, yes! My potatoes are safe! Fuck you! This is where, well, I should also mention they're kind of on Discord, kind of just screaming at each other, but yeah. Now, of course, they're having headphones, so that's the thing. This is where, well, the other man is seeing this and seeing the battle between mostly the pig named Technoblade versus mostly Issei, and of course his skin and his name being Dark Raccoon. He says, I will not lose! This is my potatoes! Stay away! This is where, well, we go into someone, well, mostly two people, or not even two people, three people kind of getting towards mostly the arcade, or not even arcade, mostly the PC kind of cafe, just to bring an older man back to the house because they know how long this person will stay. This is where when they get inside, they see not really many people, except for Issei and Azo sitting next to each other, while Azo is kind of watching the kid, how he's building his potato farm, and of course how he's kind of like calculating a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. This is where, well, Issei says, get away from my potatoes, Technoblade. My potato. No one will ever take my potatoes. You gotta stay away. This is where, well, Technoblade says, haha, I would never give up. Now give me your potatoes. This is where, well, Issei says, get away. This is where, well, Issei is right now kind of doing some noises because he's kind of getting whacked off the, well, mostly island. This is where Issei says, no, my potatoes. This is where, well, mostly three people are watching this. Mostly at Issei's antics in his playing his video game. Mostly it's Minecraft, but yeah. Which is was kind of just shocked and dumbfounding to find out that Issei literally playing Minecraft. While as I was watching this, now of course, well, someone with white hair kind of just coughed into her kind of like hand and then looks at mostly the older man named Azo. Azo turns around and switches up after seeing his like three daughters right now glaring at him and right now kind of also narrowing their eyes at Issei. Issei says, potatoes, get away, this is my potatoes. I will not lose. I will become the potato king. You people will not stop me. This is where Issei throws a potato bomb at, Technoblade, knocking him off the, island. This is where Issei says, aha, how do you like the potato explosions? I have a bomb. This is where, well, Issei is screaming out and throwing it straight back to Technoblade. Technoblade manages to grab it and says, catch, hot potato. Issei says, no. He gets blown off of the car, mostly the island, losing some potatoes. And this is where he's like, no! I was so close at 100 million, you bastard! This is where, well, Technoblade says, aha! Now, time to leave. Technoblade disappears, mostly disconnect off the server, and he kind of just like, mostly decides to also disconnect and kind of leave. Turns off the computer, and this is where he takes off the headphones and kind of just like sweat dropping. Of course, where, well, he then rubs his eyes because he's also tired. Just say, oh, man, that was a good job, well done for myself. Yes, pat myself at the back. That's a good thing for me. Well, other than that, I should probably be leaving. When he turns around, he sees Azo, three other girls. Now, these three girls, he is not dumb. He's not dumb enough to not know them. He knows one of them with blackish hair, magenta eyes to be Reina, or yeah, mostly Yuma, or whatever, Yuma Amato. But of course, the other girl with blondish hair and kind of blue, palish blue eyes would be Junko. And the last one, he doesn't know who exactly she is, but of course, he doesn't care. He then narrowed his eyes after seeing that they're actually looking at the older man and kind of complaining towards the older man, which Issei had the perfect chance to just escape. Which he does. He starts booking it. This is where he looks at the person, with the person still being there, kind of looking at his phone. Issei says, "So, sorry about the noise, sorry about this and other things. Here's some money." Issei puts down on the counter and other things. See, yes, the chair cannot be reserved or whatever. People can use it now. I'll be, right now playing home or something for 2 days. So, yeah, bye. This is where Issei starts running out of the store, mostly out of the cafe, which someone actually narrowed their eyes after seeing what Issei run for his fucking life, and that was none other than the older man, mostly Azo. Azo says, "You damn little rat! I was gonna use you as the scapegoat when I had to run away from my daughters." Azo says, "So, wait girls, before you keep screaming at me about me playing video games and how they're bad and other things, that boy ran. And I know that boy is from your school, Junko and Yuma, or mostly Reiner." This is where both of them kind of narrow their eyes and says, "I see, so he was from our school. Yeah, other than that, I'm gonna be going." Azo runs out of the store right now, paying the cashier and saying, "Well, bye, I gotta be going." This is where, well, the three kind of daughters switch up and we'll see their father's antics, but also seeing Issei's antics and he's running. Now, of course, Issei right now starts jumping up and down, saying, "Come on, use creative mode flight. I need to get out of here." This is where, well, Issei is trying to run away, but this is where something actually appears from the corner of his eye before he can even be able to get hit. A arrow smashes into the side of him, and this is where, well, Issei winds his eyes and just sighs, and right now, well, just kind of like lets go of a sigh because he was holding in his breath. After getting shot, this is where he says, "What the hell?" Issei says with a confused look, but yeah. Issei seems confused until mostly he then sees some kind of figure into the shadows, and this is where, well, Azo is right now using his wings and kind of seeing the battle between Issei and a kind of like exorcist. The exorcist says, "You're not a part of the devils, are you?" Issei says, "What? Issei sighs, kind of saying, "What the fuck is happening?" This is where Issei puts on music, thinking that mostly he's going to have to fight against this person. And this person says, "It seems that you're ready to die. I guess I will now, well, bless your soul after killing you." This is where, well, Issei says, "Oh, well, shit, this guy's trying to kill me. Whatever." So the song he's hearing right now is called Arcade, called Smash, by Smash Into Pieces. That's basically the creator's name, but yeah. Of course, this is where Issei summons out a couple of things. He summons out a diamond katana and a diamond rapier. Yeah, that's what it's called. And of course, this is where, well, he then summons out a diamond shield to put behind him. He has diamond, well, fully diamond decked out armor. Or not even diamond armor, it's truly like ruby armor, but yeah. This is where, well, he then has, what's it called, some TNT. Mostly it's called dynamite. And he knows that if he just throws it, it will just ignite automatically. And this is where, well, he's in just grinning kind of madly at, what's it called, well, the kind of exorcist, or whatever. This is where, well, he also has some golden apples and other things, and this is where he's ready for this motherfucker. This is where Issei says, "Oh, you're going to, what again? Do to me? Oh, I don't know what you're gonna do to me again, but I don't care. Bring it on, you motherfucker." Issei rushes at mostly the person. Right now I'm putting in some speed potions and of course mostly night vision and also like some resistance to damage. This is where he drinks them all in an instant, eats a golden apple and rushes towards the, well, mostly exorcist. The exorcist pulls out a gun and a holy sword. He also does have a crossbow, but he doesn't want to reload it again. So, of course, he starts using the gun to shoot at Issei, which Issei pulls out the diamond shield and blocks the person, attacks, and this is where Issei just uses the diamond shield to bash into this guy. This is where the guy gets pushed back and says, "Ugh, you mother!" This is where Issei uses the diamond katana to slice at this guy's kind of like near his neck. Right now, cutting off the mostly vocal cords. This is where, well, the guy can't speak, but of course he's angry and keeps shooting bullets, light bullets at Issei, which Issei gets hit into the chest multiple times, but of course since he has diamond armor, or mostly ruby armor, it doesn't actually affect him that much. Issei says, thank God for the ruby armor. Man, I love this, whatever ability I have, whatever. This is where Issei then pulls out the dynamite. It's literally called 5 times explosion dynamite. This is where, well, he then chucks it at, well, mostly the Exorcist, and the Exorcist says, where the hell did you get that dynamite? Actually, where the fuck are you holding all this shit? This is where, well, mostly the person says, what the hell is... This is where, before he even gets to keep saying stuff, boom, 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 boom. This is where, well, he's right now running like hell because he needs to run away from Issei like hell because, well, first of all, Issei is right now pulling shit like out of anywhere. And this is where Issei says, run like a bitch, motherfucker. Run before I can catch you, motherfucker. Now, Azo is seeing this and right now confused. Right now, he sees something next to Issei's hand. Mostly his left hand is a gauntlet. Now, of course, it's not the Sacred Gear Longitis Gauntlet called Boosted Gear, but it's actually completely different because it's allowing Issei to none other than summon shit from Minecraft. Yes, Azo knows about Minecraft entirely. That's why he was actually watching Issei play Minecraft, because it was quite interesting to see someone at this kid's age to play Minecraft. Now, of course, he is no exception because he's like at least, well, a million a year old and being playing Minecraft, but whatever. He doesn't care. No one can judge him about that, but whatever. This is where, well, he's confused because he's seen some of those, well, mostly weapons that Issei has. It looks just like mostly the diamond rapier and the diamond katana. Looks like some of the mods that he has played in Minecraft. And yes, he has to kind of tinker with them for a little bit, but mostly just use it out of creative mode. And didn't really learn how to build it that much because he wanted to make a server with fallen angels to play Minecraft. But not really many fallen angels wanted to play Minecraft, and neither did his daughters. But yeah, now of course, seeing this kid actually pull, what's it called, dynamite sticks, enchanted golden apples, potions, and it just reminded him way too much of Minecraft. Issei says, come on, motherfucker, run like a bitch you are. Just where Issei throwing dynamite sticks at, well, the person. The person cannot run, he can keep running. This is where he then starts shooting light bullets at Issei. Issei said, oh shit. Issei dodges, but this is where he starts throwing more dynamite sticks, saying, come on, you don't want to keep running like a bitch, are you? Issei throws a blue dynamite at the person. Now, the first kind of dynamites were kind of green, and there were 5 times. This time it's blue, and this is where, well, it's 20 times. And when it hit the person directly in the face, he gets launched into a wall so hard that he's smashing it into it. This is where the person tries to get up and say, ugh, what the? This is where Issei appears saying, oh, motherfucker, we're not done yet. Issei stabs both the diamond rapier and also katana into this person's chest. And of course, Issei is grinning saying, don't you run like a bitch. This is gonna be fun. This is my first time ever using this. But whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Issei then pulls out a flintlock out of nowhere from mostly the inventory and says, mostly say hello to your fucking god for me. Tell him to fuck off. Boom! He blows what's it called, the person's head off. This is where Issei says, yes! My first fucking kill with this ability. Which is weird because I didn't really train in it. But who really cares? Now, off to, well, home. This is where, well, he pulls out ender pearls and starts just chucking them. This is where, well, he says, wee! This is where he teleports in an instant with a purplish kind of like mist actually appearing after him disappearing. But yeah. Now this is where Azo sees this and is quite interested in the child now. Now, of course, the reason why he's interested is because he now gets reminded of mostly the child that he was supposed to see if he had a longitis sacred gear. Mostly that being Issei Hiro. Now that he thinks about it now even more, he does look like the child named Issei Hiro. He was supposed to have a longitis sacred gear, supposedly a longitis sacred gear, because mostly the kid had a very strange draconic energy. Now the kid is right now in front of him. It has no draconic energy because that thing right there that he has in his left hand is not the draconic energy that he was feeling, but mostly something much more different, much more technology and advanced for anything. This is where he's now interested in Issei, and we'll keep an eye on Issei for the meantime. This is where, well, Issei, he did notice that mostly someone was actually looking at him when he turns around after kind of being teleported. And of course, Issei noticed the person having wings, and this is where he just says, Issei has this evilish grin. He then like grabs something from mostly his like creative mode, and like it's mostly like this TNT that has mostly fireworks. It's called Firework TNT, and Issei just managed to ignite it with mostly a flintlock, or not even a flintlock, mostly a flint and steel. And of course, he's holding it, which is actually quite interesting. Now, of course, he doesn't care. He chucks it at Azo in an instant. He doesn't even know this person is the same person from mostly the PC cafe. But of course, where Azo noticed something actually appear over him, it's like this like box that has mostly the wording, mostly TNT, and this is where Azo say TNT. Wait a fuck. This is where when we go into Azo, he's smoking, and of course his hair is all puffy up. This is where we go into Azo kind of walking into his like apartments, and this is where his 3 daughters are right now just looking at him confusedly. Azo says, "Don't ask. Do not ask. I do not want to answer you any questions." This is where all of them just watch up at mostly their father's antics, and this is where, well, he just walks off. He wasn't expecting the kids to actually see him in an instant. Issei says, "Ha! Suck on that, you weakling. I didn't even know what the hell you were. For a second I thought you were a crow." Issei thinks in his head, maybe it was a crow. Maybe it's an overgrown crow. Who cares? This is where Issei just keeps using Ender Pearls to get home, but yeah. But before getting home, he decides to stop at a diamond kind of place, pull out some diamonds from mostly his creative mode, and sells them off. This is where he gets the money and goes back home, but yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, he needs to be smart about mostly using this money. And, of course, kind of putting it into his family's kind of bank. So, yeah. This is where, well, Issei doesn't know if he can actually hack real life things with mostly his creative mode shit. This is where, well, he's been thinking about it, but this is where he then says, maybe I should look stuff online to figure out how to hack stuff, because it would make things much easier. Issei thinks in his head. Now, of course, this is where Issei then goes back mostly. He wakes up the next day, and of course, this is where, well, he feels like he had a good night's sleep and decides to go downstairs. He then notices his parents kind of getting ready to kind of go off to kind of get groceries, and Issei decides to kind of like smuggle in some money into his mom like wallet, and just thinks that mostly his mom won't kind of question it when they're getting groceries. This is where his mom asks if he wants anything. Issei said yeah, that he wants this and mostly also this, mostly like 2 items, but yeah. Now of course his mother nodded. Of course his father is leaving for work, and this is where Issei says, what should I do? Issei is right now laying down on his couch until he hears ringing. Now, of course, it's like a ringing of like non-stop ringing, like keeps ringing. And this is where Issei says, okay, I'm coming, fuck off for a second. This is where Issei opens the door and sees none other than Kaiju, Sona Sifri, or mostly Sona Shotora. This is where, well, Issei switch off and then closes the door and says, nope, shit. This is where Issei walks back inside and says, oh hell no, nope. He then gets into his inventory creative mode and starts kind of grabbing shit that he needs. Mostly potions, armor, just in case anything goes fucking south. Now, of course, he's not getting weapons. Well, he does have weapons, but just in case, he will get a lightsaber. This is where he says, ooh, blue lightsaber. That's the point. This is where, well, he puts into his inventory, gets back towards the door because the door starts knocking like a serious knock. When he opens the door, he sees Sona, Sanji, and even Sabaki. Issei said, oh hell no. Issei was about to close the door until Sona managed to put her foot in the doorstep. Issei said, oh shit. This is where, well, Issei kind of just says, hey, Kaiju. This is where Sona glares at him and says, don't hate me. Where have you been for the mostly the last 5 days? Issei says, kind of survived my concussion. Issei said casually. This is where, well, Sona kind of just narrowed her eyes at Issei. Of course, this is where she says, okay, I know about your concussion, but it didn't take you that long, did it, to recover? This is where, well, Issei says, well, it did. This time it was a much more brutal concussion, so I had to stay in my house for a couple of days. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. This is where, well, Sanji looks at Issei with just narrow eyes, but of course he doesn't really care what the pervert does that much. Now, of course, he was just dragged along, but yeah. Tsubaki's also there just watching, but yeah, with just uncaring, emotionless look. So he says, shit, I need to think of something. Blind is pushing to run like hell. Maybe. Issei is ready to use a blindness potion from his like inventory if he needs to. If he needs to. This is where, well, he says, well, I just had a concussion. Leave me alone. Like, have you never had a concussion? Because that'd be kind of weird if you never had a concussion. You know, since your body's kind of small and other. This is where Sona glares at him, and this is where he says, I don't really mean in a bad way. No. I mean, like, you're shorter than me. That makes it even worse. I don't really know how to talk to girls. Whatever, there's only one way to get out of the situation, and that is smoke bomb. That's where Issei pulls out a smoke bomb out of nowhere and just throws it down into the ground. And of course, well, mostly he disappears in an instant, running out of his house. Sona cough up and say, no, Sanji, get him! This is where Sanji says, fine. Sanji runs after Issei, and this is where Issei says, nope, get away from me, Sanji! Come on, let me just have my time of just sleeping. Come on. Sanji says, no, I cannot let you do this. Issei says, okay, fine. Take the blindness potion. Issei throws a blindness potion at Sanji. Sanji says, a blind, whoop. He gets smashed into the face, and this is where he says, damn it, why is everything so dark? I can't see shit. This is where he accidentally grabs someone from mostly the chest, and it wasn't Sona or Sabaki, but mostly a girl. And the girl looks at Sanji and says, pervert! Slaps the shit out of him. This is where Sanji says, I'm sorry, I just can't see. What the fuck? I'm blind. This is where, well, Sona and Sabaki says, what are you talking about, Sanji? Sanji says, fucking Issei throws something at me and I was blind for a fucking couple of seconds. What the fuck was that? This is where, well, mostly Issei is now looking from the rooftop right now with a 50-barrel sniper rifle. Yes, because he can actually summon that. And Issei is right now looking from the scope and looking straight towards Sanji, Sabaki, and Sona. Now, of course, Issei is right now keeping a guard. Mostly his guard up against mostly these three. Because he knows he has to explain, but he doesn't want to explain. So, yeah. That's where, well, mostly Sabaki noticed where Issei was at. Mostly it had like a glimpse of like light flash from in front of her face. Thanks to the scope, and this is where, well, she then looks up and says, there! Issei puts his sniper rifle away because he doesn't want to question why he has a sniper rifle. Issei starts kind of running off the building by kind of jumping off and kind of running on top of the buildings and just kind of doing parkour. Think of it like this. So of course he just kind of like parkour and running away, and this is where he noticed Sona and Sabaki and even Sanji. Now of course they're confused in how Issei is literally parkouring on top of roof buildings and just running away from them. Issei switch up and of course managed to land down in an alleyway, but of course where he puts up his hood and just like walk through the alleyway. But yeah, tried to hide away from mostly Sona, Sabaki, and Sanji. But yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, he was walking through the alleyway until he heard someone with like a scream muffle. And when he walks through the corner, he sees someone with pinkish hair and kind of brownish eyes, kind of getting, well, mostly molested. And this is where, well, these guys are kind of saying, ooh, you're gonna be delicious. This is where, well, all of them have psychotic grins. Well, mostly the girl kind of closes her eyes. And all of them just kind of gets knocked down in an instant, thanks to Issei. Issei activated a speed potion, mostly threw it upon him, and disappears in an instant in a blink of an eye, and appear, well, mostly back into, mostly having his hood up. And of course, it's earbuds into it. Still hearing music. The song he's hearing right now is called. So the song he's hearing right now is called Stay, Smash Into Pieces. That's what the artist is called, but yeah. This is where Issei's hearing this, and when he turns around, his eyes are kind of glimpsed into being white entirely, with one white, one silver. This is where, well, mostly his light, well, mostly from the eyes, they do glow this like white color, but of course they cannot be showing his face. But yeah, it's kind of blinding mostly Catherine, and this is where Catherine is confused, but passes out nonetheless. Issei disappears in an instant, just leaving. But yeah. Moria, or not, what's it called? Moria. Mostly Sona and Sabaki managed to find Catherine, and of course we're confused in what happened. But sees mostly the people that were trying to molest her kind of being already knocked out. Now, of course, Sanji's confused, and of course decides to just take Catherine away. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna leave it off here for part 1 of this what if. But yeah, I'm gonna be going. But yeah, other than that, bye, see you, and yeah. Wait, but yeah, bye.